everyone, it's Gabriella Agostinelli from Berardi Immigration Law with a wonderful update to share today. So some of you may recall we talked a few months back about how there was a court case that officially recognized that L-2 and E-2 spouses were authorized to work pursuant to status. What that means is that for a spouse of an L1 or E2 work permit holder to come into the United States and be able to work was possible without having to first apply for an EAD, an employment authorization document. This is huge news. And the reason for that is because these EADs are taking anywhere from 6 to 9 months or longer to procure. Because of that often forecloses E2 and L2 spouses from actually being able to get a job timely, which puts financial constraints on the family and other unnecessary burdens. So because of this court case, we now have an opportunity for L2 and E2 spouses to begin working the minute they set foot in the U.S., whether it's a job for a U.S. employer or a job for a foreign employer for which they were already working. Now, it's important to understand that this is only going to apply going forward to individuals who have been admitted following this proclamation of law. So what that means is if you're already in the United States and L2 or E2 status and have not exited and re-entered the United States yet, this benefit is not technically going to inure to you. So what we are recommending is if you are an L2 or E2 spouse who's been waiting for an EAD to be issued, or you are just about to apply for status in the United States and you want to begin working immediately, enter the United States with evidence of your L1 or E2 spouse's work authorization, their passport. You bring your marriage certificate showing that you in fact are married, and therefore this benefit is, you are eligible for this benefit as an L2 or E2 spouse. And what's really important is that you ensure that this admission stamp on your passport indicates that you are an L2 or E2 spouse and that you are work authorized. Now, the admission stamp you may have had in the past might have just said L2, E2, the date through which you've been admitted, and maybe the location where you were admitted. But now it should actually have written on the I-94 stamp, employment authorized. So it's important that you're diligent when you are making your entry into the United States to make sure that in fact it is written. And if they did not write that, ask that it is written that way. We were given an announcement in the last few days from Customs and Border Protection that all classes of admissions, the procedures for classes of admission entries for E2 and L2 spouses have been updated in the system. So CBP at every port of entry knows now that this is the procedure they need to follow. That was implemented as of January 31st. So guys, I'm really happy for you. There's a new light at the end of the tunnel that we don't often get bones like this thrown at us in immigration. So this is definitely a win for all the L2 and E2 spouses out there. One other thing I'd just like to mention quickly is as part of that whole litigation, or subsequent to that litigation, it was also confirmed that H4 spouses would be given an automatic extension of their H4 EAD as well, if timely filed with an extension request. So that's also great news, but that's a conversation for a different day. Well, guys, you have a great day. Congratulations to all the L2 and E2 spouses out there. And if you have any questions, you know who to call. Take care.
Thank you for watching our video. We hope you found it helpful. We'd love if you would like our video and if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget, hit that notification button so you never miss another video from Berardi Immigration Law. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.